Two things I need to say today. Number one, thank you ever so much for all your kind words and best wishes that we've had over the past month since both Margaret and I have been diagnosed as corona. Margaret is clear at the moment, however I'm still not. We were tested a week ago and I'm still positive, so that's that. Number two, thank you ever so much for everybody who's liked, subscribed, been brilliant. I've now got 1,000 subscribers, which to a lot of people probably seems like small potatoes, but to me as a one-man band, I'm chuffed to bits. Thank you ever so much. So today is a case of fixing this mess. Once again, it's the rust that I pointed out a few months ago around here. So I've got to get the chimney collar off. I've got to take the flue out as well at the top of the fire. This piece of metal here is a clamp that lets the flue sit on the top of the fire. The old one, these lugs here and here, broken off. So there's nothing actually holding the flue to the fire itself, which is a safety problem. So we need to get that sorted out. So let's get it rock and roll, shall we? As you can see, there's a slightly gratuitous amount of tools. See if you can spot the cat. Yep, that's her. Right, let's see if these come undone. No problem. No problem. Right, now this bit. Fun time. That sounds positive. Yeah, that is definitely rusty. One flue. Right, now the fun bit. Whew. Right then, well that's all the way to the edge of the good metal. As you can see, this is blistered really bad, and that's a chisel job. So time to find my favourite tool, a large hammer. This is going to be a real pain. That's better, proper protection, which I should have been wearing from minute number one. Give it a little tap again, see if we can get some more of this scabbing off. Yeah, I'd say that's warm to limits. Right, that's got all the scabs off, and now Furtan. Right then, time for a quick squirt with the Furtan, which comes in a squirty bottle. Should make life easy if it works, and it doesn't. Yeah. All over my paintwork. This is not what I was expecting. Ah! Where the steel has gone black, that's the Furtan starting the rust conversion process to turn it into something that isn't rust. The only problem is that the spray has gone all over the paintwork, and that's probably going to wreck the paint. Damn. So, this is the flue pipe, and this here is the collar that sits on top of the stove. What should be here, or what half of it is here, are the clips, and there's two screws, one there, that one of course is missing, and a small bar that hold all this to the top of the stove. To get a seal in there, you should have some fire rope around this area here, and then normally, move around a little bit, this is the adapter to go from the inside of that to the outside of this, the flue pipe itself. But this here, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, hopefully it will. Yeah, there it is. That is fire cement. And basically, fire cement welds itself to whatever it's around. So this is pretty much welded to that. So what I'm going to have to do is try and grind out all this fire cement somehow. And then I'll have to get the angle grinder and slice this in a couple of places, and then get a cold chisel and a big hammer, we like big hammers, and knock the blasted thing off. But I can see it's going to be a devil of a job to try and clear it out. Ah well, never mind. Could be worse, but it gives me an excuse to use another hammer. So then, judicious use of the knocking stick grande has split the cast iron collar, and I've managed to grub out all the fire cement. So of course you'll read in many books that you don't hit cast iron with hammers because it cracks and shatters. Thankfully cast iron can't read, so it didn't hurt when I smacked the hell out of this one. So that's off. This is the new one, and there's the two lugs, and there's the bits that hold it to the bottom, and it fits on the flue. So another jobbed. See you tomorrow when we start putting it all back together. I think it's time for a large cup of tea. So now the Furtan's had 24 hours to work, so we just need to clean off all the black dry rust residue, and then it's time for the first coat of primer. So, the patent anti-rain stopping getting on wet paint device, aka piece of polythene and some bodge tape. So then, the Furtan's had time to do its job. We've got two undercoats on there, there's two top coats on there, and I've extended the black so I don't have to paint all over the red. Given the collar a quick spray with heat resistant paint, what I'll do is I'll put some mastic around there and the other bolt hole, and a bead around the edge. I'll put a bead here as well, and that will stop any water ingress. I've treated the bolts with copper grease, so that'll stop them seizing. If I never need to take it apart again, I won't be struggling. Although that said, I didn't struggle last time, did I? So let's see what happens. Ooh, gloopy. Splotch there. One. The oldie English wetted workman's finger. Only lick it once. I think I used a bit too much gloop. Can always wipe it off, that's the good thing. So then, now everything's been given a good coat of paint, and also thanks to last night when it absolutely smashed it down with rain, we now know that everything is watertight, which is a good thing. So all we have to do now is put the fire rope in between the flue itself, this bit here, and the collar. And then all we need to do after that is just seal it with a silicone sealant around the top edge, a high temperature silicone sealant about 600 degrees C. And job's a good one. We can go back to lighting the fire if we need to. Although having said that, being summer, hopefully we won't. Gunky. Ollie, you're not helping. Right. So, all finished on the inside now. The trim rings have had a coat of grey that matches the beading work on the walls, and the brass finisher has been given a damn good polish. So that's another job for me to keep on top of. Flue pipe is now a nice matte black with high temperature paint, as is the Morso stove. Looking much better. Unfortunately, the hearth is looking a bit sorry for itself, but we have a cunning plan. We've got a brass fiddle rail and a little finisher for that being made at the moment by Tony Redshaw. So that will look a lot better when it's finished. Morning all. Yep, slight continuity change. We've moved away from the marina and I'm wearing a different t-shirt. I'm not wearing an aeroplane t-shirt for a change. But basically that's how we did the chimney. So it's all sussed and sorted now, so that's a good thing. So now we can enjoy the fruits of our labours. We're currently out on the Grand Union Canal heading south. So you never know, might see some people around. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you found it enjoyable. And okay, it was a little bit of a dry subject, but it was something that had to be done. So please feel free to like, subscribe if you fancy, and share this video with your friends. All the best. Take care. I'll see you around soon.